morning, everyone. I am extremely fresh-faced today because I am just back from having my usual hydrofacial. I actually have an event tomorrow. I may be cutting that quite fine, but my skin just looks so glowy already. I've started having like a bit of a stronger peel when I have my hydrofacials, and so I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it, but I might just look a little bit more fresh-faced than normal. I've had a wonderful start to the day, by the way. I've ran 5k this morning. I've taken the dogs for a walk. I've had my morning smoothie. I've gone and had a facial, which I ended up snoring and waking myself up from. And now I'm home and I'm about to open a box which contains my outfit for said event tomorrow. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm going to be dressed by Oscar de la Renta for tomorrow's event. Tomorrow's event is the King's Foundation Awards, and it is basically an awards ceremony that recognises many of their students, teachers, helpers, those kinds of contributors to the charity. It's basically a big celebration of them. I'm going with Louise Pentland, so I'm very much looking forward to that. I need to get this dress open though. I've not even tried it on. I've been so preoccupied and I wanted to open it with you. So I've got a window of about 2 hours. The oven is on and I'm about to bake a sourdough. Once all of this is done, I can head to the stables because Atlas has his regular physio appointment. So let's get in the box. It's huge. It's huge. And obviously, I always want to preface this with saying that these events are not about my outfits in the slightest. They're always about the people who are celebrated and recognised and contribute heavily to these charities. What I know is that I am there to do a job, and I want to get as many eyes on what the charity is doing, who they're supporting as possible. So I do take my part in this quite seriously, but it's never about the outfit, and I'm really honoured to be asked to be there today, and so I always want to show up with my best foot forward. This dress is absolutely stunning. So I think it's going to be really lovely. I've been speaking to Louise this morning about her outfit, and she is going to look absolutely gorgeous. She's on this new like health kick, and she's so lovely, and she's doing so well with it. And I'm so it's just so lovely to hear her talk about things in the way that she is, like getting outside more and enjoying exercise in like I'm over here, in the way that Louise does. And so it's wonderful. She just looks phenomenal, and her wedding dress, if you didn't see her wedding dress pictures on Hello, I will link them down below because they just look incredible. Anyway, we are getting into the box now. Oh my gosh. I have been talking a lot recently about luxury, and if you're wanting to know my stance on luxury and what I think is luxury nowadays, I did film a video and it went live. It was scheduled incorrectly and it went live at 12 o'clock at night, at midnight. And so I'm so sad because it had like more comments and things like that than my videos normally get. And so I know it would have done so well if it had gone live at its normal time. But it was just a wonderful discussion in the comments and so many people talking about the same things. But what I was really keen to underpin in that video was that just because my approach to luxury has changed quite a lot over the last few weeks. Some people think it might be quite suddenly, but I mean, these things, sometimes when you get that moment of realization, that does happen. But it doesn't mean that I don't appreciate the art and the craft and the talent that goes into creating actual luxury fashion. And I think that what I was keen to talk about in that was that you will have a spectrum of value that you place on things, and for me, beautiful dresses, things that are a little bit different, designers that speak to you, it's almost like how you relate to art. That's how I feel about dresses. Dresses are almost like my art, and putting an outfit together is like my art. And so whilst I might have stepped away from the typical benchmarkers of luxury fashion in terms of like the handbags that people seem to have at the moment, which I still think are spectacular, and I really tried to underpin that in my video, is that it's not that I don't like them, and it's not that I don't think you look fantastic when you're wearing them, and that it's not that I don't understand why you want them. I totally do. There's no judgment here. it's just for me personally. I acknowledged that there were hidden costs to having those bags. And you know the saying goes that if it costs you your peace, it's too expensive. That's what I would say, is that I realised that those bags were costing me my peace. They weren't bringing me more peace. I had to be concerned, I had to be aware, I had to have steps in place, I had to be on waiting lists, I had to spend money that I didn't want to, I felt like I had to spend money in places that I didn't want. Anyway, that's my stance. I still love beautiful things. I still have a wardrobe of beautiful pieces that I have worn and loved and will still continue to wear. Many of them are Oscar de la Renta. In fact, this one needs to get a serious wear. I've not worn this yet. This is one of my Oscar de la Renta shirt dresses from last year, and it's so pretty, and I haven't had a chance to wear it yet, and I need to wear it. I need a yellow cardigan, I think. A little yellow cardigan for it. That would be lovely. I've sidetracked. So, oh my gosh, I need to take a picture of it. It's too pretty. Hold on, bear with. I've finished taking the pictures. I'm going to have to repack it again because I'm going to want to unbox it on TikTok or something like that. Sorry, I moved my plant. I need to move it back. Oh. Okay. So I'm going to just squeeze that off. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, so exquisite. Oh, I hope it fits. Oh, I hope it fits. Please say it's going to fit. So this is their Cherry Blossom collection, which it has the most incredible sort of cherry blossom blooms right up from the bottom of the skirt. I'm going to give it a steam, obviously. Now I think my Emily London headband and bow might go with this. You'll see the full look tomorrow when we go. I need to try it on. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. It is a little bit big. I think I could probably have, that is quite a bit big actually. I could probably have a good inch or two, I think 2 inches taken out of it. Oh. But I'm just gonna have to deal with it for now, I think. Maybe I'll have like a big breakfast or something. Now I have hat options. This one might feel a bit wintry because it's got this wool. I should really get this in the, although it does still go. I could go for ivory accessories. Obviously I've got my pink. Oh, the Dior goes really well with it. So maybe it's a little bit too grey. That, do you know what I think would look really lovely? I actually think because these cherry blossoms have burgundy in, you could also pick out, sorry, I need to wipe down my bag. You could also pick out the burgundy details. Now, I have the Oscar de la Renta ivory bag, which actually, arguably, could be perfect as well. So, okay, I think it would definitely have to be the ivory Oscar de la Renta out of the two. My hair, please ignore my hair. This is just a rough try on to make sure that it like works. I think I know what I'm gonna wear now. I think I might go for the pillbox hat with it. The attire is a lounge suit day dress, and I think that I could go for this dress with the sort of pillbox hat. It's giving ascot as well, but day dress and lounge suit is generally what they would say you would wear to like a day event, a wedding, and I have to say, other than the ivory tones, I'd probably wear this to a wedding. So I think this will be perfect. I do have my Emily London pillbox. Well, it's not pillbox, it's like the headband, but I have to say, I really struggle to get this to look right. I think maybe it's too narrow for my head, because I think this colour would be really, really good, but it just doesn't look right when I put it on. And it doesn't stay put either. It doesn't have any kind of comb to like fix it to my head. It's really annoying, because I think that this could, because of the like hotter pink in here, I think this could look really lovely, but we'll play it by ear. I've ransacked this room and I need to put everything away so that I can make it for my appointment. So good that we have a good understanding of what we're wearing. We're gonna look so much better tomorrow, but let's get our sourdough in the oven. Probably left that a little bit too long, but I can now get my sourdough in the oven. The reason why I'm telling you about it, because I know that I don't often tell you about my sourdough anymore, because I overkilled that one massively, is because I think I've hacked it a little bit. One of the things that I felt like I was struggling with was my Dutch oven being too small, but actually what I realised was it's baking paper that is causing my loaves to not be a nice round shape. The oven, it has been heating up to 220, but what I've been using instead, actually just because I ran out of baking paper, is these air fryer liners. So I've actually been putting my dough into this as best I can. I even flatten it out a little bit, and this has been making my dough come out so much better. I just pop the ice cubes, I still pop them around the edge, and it works really, really well. So that's what we're gonna do. Dough has been in the oven since about 7:30 this morning. You just flop it out onto the sheet. Very strange shaped loaf today, but here we go. I do my little design in the top, and actually I've realised that rustic works. So, although I need to put a new blade in this really badly. Right, pop the lid on, whack this in as quickly as possible. 55 minutes. I'm hoping it will still come out perfectly. So far, they have worked so well in keeping it really, really round, and with that being super hot, I have a lot of faith. However, I'm leaving in half an hour, and it needs at least an hour in there. So I'm leaving it in the trusted hands of my husband, who I definitely think I can, because look at what he does. Like, look, you can't see, but look at how beautiful our living room looks when we have a gorgeous little arrangement of our European plum. He's got so good at doing this. It's my favourite thing. I love it so much. I feel like I'm running around like a madwoman today. I've just got loads to do on my to-do list. I'm feeding back on collections, and then I'm tending to my horse. It's quite nice when you feel a little bit like you're running here, there and everywhere, and you have to make your normal comforts fit into your day-to-day life, like making bread. But I'm a bit sad by what's happened today. I think I told you in my previous video that I'd found this guy online on Instagram, and he didn't have many followers, but his work was really beautiful. And he made like wooden outdoor storage. And the moment I found him, I was like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what we've been looking for. So I gave Ali his details, and Ali has been dealing with him for the past like month to 2 months. And he was supposed to be fitting our new storage tomorrow, and we were sent like the fact that he'd started working on the bin storage and that kind of thing, and he was supposed to be building our new chicken coop for us. He'd said that he could do it all, and then this morning he's just messaged us and said, I'm so sorry that I can't continue with this project, and has pulled out. He was saying that when he'd been speaking to him on the phone, like over the last few days, it's almost like he just started becoming a little bit flaky. And obviously I don't know what's going on in his life or anything like that, but we've obviously paid a deposit, which at the moment we haven't got back. And it's just one of those things that I think that I'm noticing more and more. It's definitely something that I'm noticing more and more, is that like we checked that he was able to do the job, we paid for the job, and obviously now he can't do the job, which leaves us in a position where we've set in motion plans. Like we were supposed to have somebody else turn up today as well to finish off something on the lower ground floor, and I'd like to say that it's the first time that they haven't turned up, but it most definitely isn't. It's like the 5th time. So what I'm noticing is that at the moment we're just struggling to get people to come and do jobs. But the strange thing that I'm hearing is that people aren't spending money, but we're like we're here spending our money, wanting to spend our money, and we can't seem to get reliability. And that's something that is a bit of a fundamental, I think. And so we're a bit sort of disappointed with how things have gone today. And obviously, as always, world's smallest violin playing just for me. I am in a very fortunate position to be able to do lovely things around my home. And that is not the issue at hand here. I think that the issue at hand is that I really, really would love to have like a black book of reliable people that I can just call upon when I want something done, that are professional. They turn up when they're supposed to turn up. It's been one of those days where we're a little bit perturbed and let down, and because we're definitely chomping at the bit to get things moving along. So anyway, on that note, on the fact that nothing is happening today at the house, I do have a bit of a home haul to do with you when I get home. So I'm going to get into those boxes and show you the things that I was tempted to purchase. And I am on my way to the stables now for Monsieur Atlas's 3rd physio appointment. And over the last few weeks I've been working really hard to get Atlas's weight back up, because what we realised was, because of all of the dry weather, his the grazing in his paddock was not great. So we've been giving him food, and so he dropped a little bit of weight, and I'm hoping that his physio is going to tell me that he's put on a nice amount of weight. I'm hoping. We shall see. Well, I am back from Atlas's physio session. I know that Ali has been in the garden all day, and I've actually brought back the table and chairs that I got from Facebook Marketplace. I'm gonna have them in the garden. They kept blowing over. It's too windy there because it's up on like the crest of a hill. Atlas's physio went amazing. He's looking really good. He's got some new exercises to do to build muscle on his sort of like upper hips, and there's no tightness through his back. His legs are looking good. I was very happy. So I'm gonna, what has my husband been doing? Goodness me, where is he? He's got the steps out, he's got the chickens out, he's got everything out. Well, I am back home to a fresh loaf of sourdough, and this is what I mean. It's like perfectly round. Now I would say that this is definitely left in slightly longer than I would normally leave it in.
7 minutes.
7, you did extra 7 minutes, or 7 minutes?
1 minute more.
Okay. Smells incredible, absolutely incredible. But this is what I mean. This stops you getting as much of the puckering around the edges. I was starting to get really deep crevices, and these are and they're just less fat. I don't have to cut them down or anything like that, but I am gonna have a slice now because I am hungry and we're about to just start the dinner making process. But I brought back the table and chairs from the yard just because they weren't getting the love, and they were such a great little Facebook Marketplace find that I'm gonna, seeing as nothing has been happening at the house today, I'm gonna do a little bit of like homemaking myself. So this is the little table and chair set. There's 2 other chairs. Unfortunately, I sat on one and it broke the moment that I got it, and I thought they would look quite nice in this little section here.
How about this though? Does this not look much better than the ones in the lounge?
I mean, that is huge. I don't think you realise how big that is. That's not going to fit there.
Maybe you could cut it here, and you got that one bit there.
You can try it, but I thought the lounge looked really lovely.
I think it was rubbish.
Oh.
So if you think it looks lovely, that's fine.
Like a tree.
So if it was cut here, ignore the lower bit, it's just these 2.
Whatever you want to do, my love.
Not doing?
It's up to you, my love.
Can't be able to change it, you have to. But yeah, this looks lovely. You're so funny. You still want your right to dim and lick it, didn't you? I know you want. I know. Oh, I roll in the roses. I roll in the roses.
It looks so beautiful here. Well, Mr. Millen Gordon had a very good idea to have dinner in our new little nook. And actually, do you know what? It feels nicer having this little table to just sit at. The other one feels almost a bit too grand when we sit at it because there's so many different chairs and things like that. It's like 8 people, that one. So just to have this little garden one that feels a little bit more informal, I'm very, very happy with it. We're going to have our pasta with the chickens and enjoy our evening. I've just been clearing some bits and pieces that have gone to seed, tying up tomatoes, tying up broad beans, tying up sweet peas. I've actually got my first sweet pea in bloom. I've got a double sweet pea coming through. Would you look at that? Everyone, the full look has come together. I think I'm going to wear heels, but I'm going to ask Louise when she gets here because I'm travelling down to London with Louise. I think the hat, it's just very me. I think it's very me, but the dress is exquisite. I had a big breakfast, so I didn't need to worry about like pinning it or anything. And I have popped it with the ivory bag, and I don't know how they've managed it with this bag, because this bag is so big. I'm going to be able to fit absolutely everything in this. I'm wearing High Grove Bouquet from Penhaligon's as well, because I feel like that's very apt for the occasion. And I need to go and put my jewellery on. I'm wearing the Oscar de la Renta earrings, but I don't think I can wear them down to London, just because I have such small earlobes, and these are heavy. And so you need to have robust earlobes to be able to wear these. And I think my tiny little ones just won't withstand it. The problems of having tiny lobes, but they are so gorgeous and so beautifully made. And the thing that I love is that they're in more of like a rose gold, like they literally match my watch beautifully. So I think that's really lovely, but I'm going to put some studs in just in case, because my ears will get so sore otherwise. In fact, they're already sore from the earrings that I wore the other day. So I'm putting those in, and then I'm going to pack my bag with you to show you how much fits in this, because I think for like an occasion bag, this is really beautiful. Minimal branding, it just has this little sort of clochette with the Oscar de la Renta O on, and actually it's a really, really good size and very, very simplistic too. So I'm going to get all of my bits and pieces in. Oh, it's very warm today. Very, very warm. I'm going to grab my little bagged thingy because obviously I'm loaning the bag, so I don't want... Oh, we're going out of focus. I don't want anything to spill, so I'm putting all of my makeup into here so that it's safe. Safety first. Now, I have brought with me a big bottle of High Grove Bouquet, and that's probably unnecessary, but we're going with it anyway, so I've popped that in there. Let's pop the bag here. It does also come with a crossbody strap. Now, the real question is, will I fit all of this in? I might decant my mints. We need purse. Pop that in there. I don't think I'm going to need face mist today. And then I'm going to put some baby wipes. I love these little wet ones, baby wipes. I think they are so handy. I also need to bring some headphones for Louise. House keys. And I think that's everything. I'll probably be able to decant most things in the car because we've got it on a wait and return. But that is what's in my bag. This is my finished look. Really happy. Could have gone with a glove, but I'm not going to. I'm going to save that for Ascot. This bag holds so much. It's unbelievable. For a really lovely evening bag that has a good amount of space to put stuff in. I've got a full bottle of High Grove Bouquet in here. A full bottle. I actually can't believe it. But that is the look. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. We're heading out. I need to put my jewellery on as well.
Kids eat them by the truckload.
Do they, Dan?
Oh god, yeah, they could eat.
I mean, I love a pom bear.
Get you a sponsorship.
Yeah.
Pom bear with Lydia Millen. Pom bear ex Lydia Millen. Lovely.
Oh my gosh, I'd love that. I'm in the car with Louise and she always brings the best snacks. Although, I do think I might, just this one time, I might have won because I made you a loaf of bread.
She baked me a loaf of warm bread. I don't think anyone has ever baked me bread, ever.
Well, the thing is I know that you're on like this health kick and I've loved following it.
She says like, yeah.
These are nervous snacks though, you need to have these. But and sourdough is like one of the best. I'm sure you have sourdough all the time in your house.
We just have sliced white bread.
Oh, okay. So sourdough.
But I like sourdough, lovely.
Sourdough is really, really good for your gut health.
Oh, brilliant.
And what I would say to you is that it will go off in 2 days though. So what you need to do is if you haven't used it by like...
We'll have eaten it, don't you worry.
If you haven't, just slice it up, freeze it, and you can toast it, and it's actually even better for your gut when it's frozen. I know, it's not a full-time job. It's not a full-time job, but...
Thank you.
But we're having pom bears. We're almost there. I should probably shove these in my face, but you look very beautiful.
You look beautiful.
No, you look beautiful. I like what you said about looking like a stick of butter. That did make me laugh. But I love this colour on you as well.
I am cosplaying as butter.
Yeah.
Bear.
Anyway, we're almost there, so snacks.
No.
We have arrived to St James's Palace and it is looking very beautiful. I've never been here in the summertime. You look like a vision stood here. Look at you! Oh, so gorgeous! No, it's from the event, inside. It's during the event. Yeah, exactly. Good morning, everyone. The oven is on, so there is a fresh sourdough in there. I didn't vlog yesterday or the day before. I've had a little bit of a rotten couple of days. Nothing spectacularly fantastical to write home about. It's just one of those things where it's like life is life. And so if I don't seem like myself, that is why. I'm a little bit sort of, I don't know, out of sorts, a little bit low. And so what do I do when I'm a little bit low? Well, I come on and I talk to you. But I realised that I didn't tell you about what happened with going to St James's Palace for the 35th year celebration of the King's Foundation and their King's Foundation Award ceremony as well. When we arrived, I should have probably remembered from previous times when I've been to award ceremonies at St James's Palace, when the royals are in attendance, you are actually made to put your phone into the cloakroom. Now, we have a few little photos here and there, both me and Louise, because we were with the social media team and they are basically who we report to check what we're allowed to post and what we're not allowed to post. And they're amazing. They're such great people. And so they guided us. So we were sure about what we were allowed to do, and we took pictures from their phones and that kind of thing. And then they also have the official photographer there, Courtney, who is amazing. Literally, I always love seeing her at events. So yes, we arrived and we weren't able to show you much, which is always so sad in those situations because I want to show you a lot. But it was a very, very intimate event. I think it was even less people than the last time when we were at Highgrove for the Craft at Christmas event. It was even less people, but some very, very, very spectacular people in attendance as well. As we arrived to have our photos taken, we were actually having our photos taken when David Beckham was having his one done too. So that was very cool. Meryl Streep was also there, Kate Winslet, Stanley Tucci, Alan Titchmarsh. Oh my gosh, it was really, really wonderful. I didn't go up to Meryl Streep. I know, considering she is the lead character in one of my favourite films, it's complicated. I didn't go up. I just thought, you know what, it's very small. I'm not going to do it, and I'll probably regret that for the rest of my life. Hopefully I'll get a second chance. I'll like pass her in the street or something and I'll be like, Meryl, hi, big fan. It was absolutely incredible to be there. It was one of those almost like real unbelievable opportunities, because not only are we celebrating so many incredible people that have been nurtured and encouraged and celebrated through the work that the King's Foundation does. If you don't know, the King's Foundation basically centres around the arts, crafts and the natural world. They work really hard to keep crafts alive, to help with programs, to get people into the production and learning of these crafts. They build communities around and support those communities. They do such incredible work. Both Louise and I are both like really, really passionate about so many of the things that they do. And this award ceremony was basically to celebrate students, teachers, contributors to the foundation, and it was really special to be there. And also, there were so many things going on. They had a lot of the work of a lot of the people that were there on show. But the thing that I think was really, really special was at the beginning of the year, I think it was, the King announced that he was going to be burying a time capsule at Dumfries House. I think that's where it's going to be buried. And I remember being like, wow, how incredible is that going to be to uncover that in 100 years' time? it's just going to be, none of us will be here. If my YouTube videos aren't here, if my internet legacy is non-existent by then, oh my gosh, to have something like that uncovered is going to be incredible. Well, I did not know that we were going to actually have the opportunity to put something into the time capsule. Alan Titchmarsh had put his mug. There were many other bits and pieces being put in. Some of the work of the students of the King's Foundation were putting their work in there, and we were offered the opportunity to write a note. And obviously, you know, you want to go in there with writing something extremely profound, and I was overwhelmed. So I went with something short and sweet, but hopefully encouraging and informative, and just lets them know how important this world is to all of us here. It was truly wonderful. They also had a section where they actually had like some planted high grove planters with special herbs and flowers for chickens, because at Dumfries House they have a lot of livestock and things like that, and so that was very lovely, very inspiring to see as well. But they actually ended up giving us, both Louise and I, a little plant from that. So I've got a royal marigold. Oh my goodness, I've been giving her a bit of a drink. She is fantastic, absolutely fantastic. This is my royal marigold, and I love her more than anything. Considering I've got Marigold the chicken, now I've got Marigold the plant, although I am growing my own marigolds this year, I have to say. So anyway, it was a real honour to be there, and I will pop a link to all of the King's Foundation's work in the description box down below if you want to learn more, if you want to get involved, if you want to support in any way you can. I'll pop it all down there, because it's an incredible charity what they're doing, and it is pretty spectacular. Other than that, I thought I'd show you my outfit, because this is a cute little outfit that I found, by the way, because I'm always looking for comfortable things that I can wear. God, I do look tired. I didn't sleep last night, guys. I didn't sleep. I'm always looking for outfits that I think are practical for in the garden, and also the life that I live. So I want them to look nice, but I also want them to be not something that's going to be ruined. And I found this little set. It might be pajamas. I'm just going to close that door a little bit because it's a little bit blustery outside at the moment. There we go. I can show you my outfit there. So this is like the dream, because there's no straps. So it's got a little shirred bodice, little peplum detail that's a little bit longer at the back. It's got matching shorts. Now, they might be pajamas, but honestly, I don't care. And they've got cute little ticking stripes on them. It looks a little bit like a romper. And then you can pop a shirt over the top if you want something that's going to cover you up a little bit more and give it another layer. But with some little sandals, perfect for like by the beach, but also I don't want to get tan lines when I'm in the garden. So I thought I would show you this. And also, what I wanted to show you is some bits that have arrived for the house, a little bit of a home haul perhaps, because I'm taking things a little bit slower today and just being gentle with myself. I thought I could open some deliveries with you. I've had a bit of a change of heart though. There's some things that I've bought that are like, we need them because we've got that area now where we can have our dinners more informally, it feels, my little bistro set. But Ali was like, oh, I'd really like some cushions. And I did look online for a second-hand set that I liked. I couldn't find them. So I did buy these new, and that's something that I'm gonna start looking into things a little bit more, I think, because I've done an order from Zara Home. There are a few bits and pieces on there that I thought would be really helpful around the house. And then I purchased some other bits, and I was like, I get into this mind frame of like, it's easy, but I think I want to not do that as much. There will always be a place for buying something new, but if my bistro set has taught me anything, is that there are so many wonderful bits and pieces that I could use instead of some of the items that I bought in this Zara haul. So this might be a little bit of a real-time lesson, unlearning, that kind of thing with you. And I'll let you know what's going through my mind and just share with you my thoughts as I'm doing it, because sometimes you just want something new and lovely. Something might be a bit threadbare, but in all honesty, I want to start purchasing a little bit better. And one man's trash is another man's treasure. Whether that is a bistro set for 150 quid or it's my secondhand Hermes bags, some people will want it, and I love that. So I will show you what I ordered first and foremost. So these are from Dunelm. These are the things that I looked for secondhand and couldn't find ones that I liked. So I purchased, oh, they're so cute. I actually really liked what they had on Dunelm at the moment as well. I was almost shocked. And I purchased these as little seat cushions for the bistro set. But they've got, look at the ruffle on these. They've got such a lovely big ruffle. And these are a natural linen. I've got two different types. One is like a gingham green stripe, and then this is this more natural colour. I bought 3 of these because I've only got 3 chairs for my bistro set. Big bows to tie them on with. They weren't expensive, but this is 100% cotton, the fabric, so that made me feel a bit better. I liked the fact that the colour was a bit softer as well, a bit more neutral in that area. So I've got 3 of those to try on the bistro set. And then I bought some for my greenhouse as well, just some little gingham ones. But I'm going to try them interchangeably because I might put, you know, see which one looks best in which place. And these are the kinds of things that you put away year on year and just get them out, because it's not often that you sort of change your garden furniture, if that makes sense. So that's the first haul of cushions. And then the second haul, oh, these are cute. I can't believe how cute these are. So these are the stripe. They're like striped and buttoned. They are so cute though. These I thought would be good for the greenhouse though. Excuse me, Porter. Thank you. So I've actually got 4 of these, so I've got 4 seats in the greenhouse. So I think let's take these outside and get them in situ, and we can try things on. Have a little home styling haul in the process of it, but it is a bit blustery outside, so we'll have to see. Are the green stripes in the greenhouse. The green is pretty much the same colour as the greenhouse. Let me know what you think. They don't fit on the other ones as well, and I would say that for the seat they look a little bit big, but I think you can get away with it because they look so pretty when they're all like together. And the colour is so perfect. I would just love these with the frill on them for the chairs outside, because I think that the ones outside look really, really lovely with the green stripe, but the green stripe just doesn't fit. I'm going to show you, but it's very blustery out there. So you can see the 2 different cushions here. Now I love the frills of the beige linen. I just think they look so, so, so pretty. And I think that they are, for a very, very safe option, beautiful. Imagine these for like wedding chairs. Like, this is so bridal era. But the green stripe feels a little bit more modern and contemporary, and I just think that these ties are a little bit in the wrong place and it's a bit too noticeable. You'd have a bit of string coming across here, and I just don't think that that's going to look good. I mean, they are upside down though, so maybe it wouldn't be so noticeable, but they're just not the right shape because you can see the corners, and I think it's important that they look at least like they're supposed to go on the chairs. But let me know what you think. Ali walked in and straight away said, "Oh, I love those," and I was like, that's good to know. But they are going in the greenhouse. I think I'm going to pop the rest of these frilly ones on the chairs. I think it would be easier to see what it looks like and see how nice it looks, and then I'm going to pop a pot of something here. I'm going to pot up some flowers for the terrace as well, probably some geraniums, and just continue on with my little homey day. Good morning, everyone. I gave myself the weekend off because I felt like I just needed to have a bit of a weekend. I mentioned earlier that I'd had a bit of a terrible weekend, and these kinds of things always surround my animals, and I've realised that crying about it on the internet is, you can only do it so many times, and so I just decided that I was going to take the time off. I am up on a Monday, said animal is at the vet's, and I am in a linen dress because we are heading to Goffs today. I was very, very excited to be invited to this. Basically, Goffs is like the world's most prestigious racing horse sale, and it's a bit of a calendar event, and it's at Kensington Palace. So I'm heading down there today. Now, you should know that I have a different recruit with me today. Claudia is actually coming with me. I thought out of everyone, Claudia is probably going to be the one that's going to enjoy this the most, and we probably enjoy it together, and I can ask her all of the questions, and she can help me out, and we can have a girly day. We're actually attending with L'Aube, which is a rosé brand that I absolutely love. It is one of the more complex rosés. I think you'll see a lot of rosés that do really well in the general society because they're like water. L'Aube has a really, really beautiful taste to it, but it's got so much more of the Provençal notes and flavours that I think we should all get a little bit more accustomed with. It's also an organic wine as well, so it means less of a headache, and it's just all round fantabulous. We have the most gorgeous day today. I have a sweat tash just talking to you, but I thought I would talk you through my outfit to head down to spend the afternoon with the L'Aube team. So I am outfit recycling today. So I am wearing a Zimmerman dress that I have had for a number of years. This is, gosh, it must be like 7 years old, this dress, I think. And it is still, hands down, one of my most flattering white linen dresses I think that I own, and she's gorgeous. I wear her so much, and I just feel like she really suits my body shape. Then I have a Meraki Heritage Cordoba. This has the tan band, which also has an adjustable strap on the inside, so you can just kind of tweak it. I've changed it now. I used to have a medium, now I have a large, and this is the perfect size for me. I am wearing my Mulberry mini satchel Bayswater, which I'm very happy about because it means I can shove loads of stuff in it. Nothing better than having a big bag for a garden party attire. And then I'm wearing my Gianvito Rossi slingbacks. These are just comfortable, beautiful, easy to walk in, and considering I think the ground is going to be quite hard, seeing as we've not had much rain, I'll be fine walking in these. And then I've got my cardigan with lily silk, and I think that will be all I need because it is spicy today. I'm also wearing, what fragrance am I wearing today? Oh, Erin Rose de Grasse with, it's the Joyful Bloom one, but I've mixed it with, oh gosh, it's so oily. This is the Cordially Soleil Divine Oil Elixir, and do you remember in the video with Fairfax and Favour, when I smelt the Dior bronzer? This is what the Dior bronzer smells like. So I have been using this all over. It's kind of like my moisturiser in the mornings at the moment. It is gorgeous. If you love body oils, which I just love them, I think body oils for me are the most indulgent thing in the morning. If you love them, then you will love that as like a summer body oil that has that sun creamy, florally gorgeousness to it. But that's my outfit. I am going to take some sunglasses too. But in all honesty, we're going with a rosé brand, so we are, I think, expected to enjoy ourselves a little bit. But thankfully, it doesn't go on too long. It's not like late into the evening or anything, so I should be back in good time because I do actually have to be in London the next day as well because I'm going back to my brunette roots. It's been lovely being a little bit blonder, but I actually feel like my hair just looks so much better when it's got a bit of brunette in it. So that is what I'm doing. I'm going to see Imi. He's so patient with me because I'm always ever changing with what I want, but that is the port of call. So I'm going to pop you in my bag, jump in my car and head to Goffs.
arrived down to London. Claudia is here.
Hello.
We're going to get an outfit of the day in a minute, but nothing says that you're not from London like going in the complete opposite place as to where you're actually supposed to be. I was phoning the Leo team and I was like, I don't know where I am, and they're like, oh yeah, you're not in the right place. Over the road. I'm like, oh, okay.
So yes, you've got directions all over the place.
This is a smile. Okay, and I'll do another one a little closer. Okay.
I'm also actually, I do explain that on the way here. I called everyone and said, "Have you got my prep?" Because last year didn't have. Yes, yeah. Amazing what you can do. Go, go, go. Lovely, that's gorgeous.
Fine.
Goffs, welcome to the Goffs London sale in association with Fitzwilliam Sports and Private 3 Money. Put the bid for us, or you can pick to Tig and Mary on the podium to our rear. Anybody get about 100,000 per bid? Anybody get 150? Anybody 50 on bid? 50, here we go. And 50, then I get 60,000 bid. 60,000 now. And 70,000, then I'm at 70, 70 now. And I get 70,000, then I'm at 70, 70 bid.
Oh my gosh, I actually haven't spoken to you. I feel really bad. We're having this, honestly, it's so gorgeous. Everyone is so dressed up. They've got the auction going on at the moment, and I was stood at the front and I got my hair in my mouth and I went like that, and they went 180,000 down the front. I was like, no, withdraw. But we have just had the good news that said poorly animal is on her way home and she should be fine. So I am going to have a very, very cold glass of rosé to celebrate.
Claudia is absolutely obsessed with ice cream, so we've come over to get some. Many horses have sold for a lot of money today, and I think that if we were to put Atlas up there, he would be one of the million pounders at least. Like, they'd be like, he's a good egg, he's got a little bit of string hold, but he's fine. He'll keep likes to roll. He loves a roll. It's never actually clean. Yeah, I think he would be a really fetching win. But no, I feel like I haven't spoken to you today. As always, I'm so glad that I've got Claudia with me to like capture bits and pieces, because she just pushes me and she's like, come on, we're filming. But I think this is my favourite event that I've ever been to. I just said to Claudia, I really, really love this because it's like quite big. So there's about there's quite a big it's about 1,100 people here, so it's quite it's like a nice size. Apparently it was 700 last year, but 1,100 this year. So it's intimate, but we're in the gardens we're in Kensington Gardens basically, and everyone's just gone all out. The dresses, everything is just it's a bit of me. To say it in the most British way, it's a bit of me. I love it. Leo on tap, beautiful canapes, beautiful dresses. Oh, you're a little bit on the wonk there, but good morning. I am back from Goffs, and I am back in the room as well with like my mindset. I got the wonderful news that the poorly pet looks like she's going to make a full recovery, which is wonderful. I've literally got her on on my little camera, and I just watch her all day, just around in the utility room. She's having a great time. So very, very happy about that. I am going to relocate her, and I'm looking to get her own little coop for a little while. I just jumped off the most gorgeous way to start my Tuesday. I just did an interview with Elle Decor all around gardening and basically talking about why I think people are getting into gardening at the moment, especially growing flowers. And this is my first year where I've been growing my own flowers from seeds. I've grown my sweet peas, I've grown my nasturtiums from seed, I've grown my marigolds from seed, and it's been really, really lovely. And it was such a wonderful interview. And very much for me, I like to underpin the amateur status of gardening and learning. And so it really was just, oh, what a joy getting to talk to Elle Decor about my garden, my flowers, on a Tuesday morning. This is not the dress I'm wearing today. I just threw this on because I've got bits and pieces to do around the house. I'm heading into London again today because I'm getting my hair done. I am going to be embracing the brunette again. Amy was like, you said you didn't want to go blonde again, and I was supposed to tell you not to, and it was my fault. I need to know, I need to remember that these need to be a lot more knocked back, and I just want a bit like more natural, I think. And so that is what I'm doing today, although it's going to be a really warm day, and I'm going to be sat in the hair salon all day, but tomorrow should be warm as well. But Goffs was amazing. I loved it. If you are able to go, I would highly, highly, highly recommend. And it's a very, very small and intimate event. There was about 1,100 people. I think actually the year before there was 700, and people were saying it was a lot bigger event this year. But just your quintessential British summer party, set in the grounds of Kensington Gardens, and there was L'aube on tap, there was beautiful canapes, and it was, I actually felt like I didn't nail the brief. I played it safe and I went in white linen. The girlies were very complimentary, and I felt that was so sweet. But people went really all out, and I wish I'd gone a little bit more all out, because I had some dresses I could have worn, but it was very warm, very, very warm, and I very much enjoyed myself. And it was so lovely having Claudia with me, because she created so much content as well to help me, which is such a blessing to have someone with you when you do that. So I was very grateful to L'aube for inviting me, and also to have attended my first Goffs. It was just wonderful. I met some lovely people, made lots of friends. It was great. Oh goodness, this is dangerous. A Zimmerman coming to the end of the road where my hairdresser's is. That's going to be a recipe for disaster. But I have made it into London. I feel like I've lucked out today as well. I've had the loveliest taxi drivers all morning. I just had a lovely lady telling me all about her garden, and also telling me all about the food that she grows and cooks, and it was very, very nice. But I've got here now, so I'm ready to have my hair done.
Yeah, I'll show you just for. I
just don't know how to do it. I say every single time.
It's ridiculous. I can't tell you how hard I try.
I mean, you can't lift your hands up as high as I can, that's the way.
True. Just train my husband to do it or something.
Yeah, bring
my roller in.
You look nice, darker, Lydia.
Oh, thank you. I feel like it looks softer on me, and I need to stop getting lulled into like the blonde line, because I just can't do it.
I mean, all I can do is warn you again next time you want to go back
You
there.
did warn me, and I didn't listen, and that is my problem. You literally said, you did tell me to tell you not to go blonde again. Yeah, that's the thing. I think it always looks a bit healthy because my hair's so naturally dry that the moment, it's so dry.
Of course, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just do a little brush through. Do you want me to brush it through? Just get it back a little bit more. Thank you.
The magical.
And then a little shake.
Literally
just to bring the air in.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly what I want to do.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah.
It just brings that texture to it. So things have got like ends,
Yeah.
but like soft.
Like just where the light like hits it, which is so nice.
And then when you wash it, obviously that will just keep changing.
Yeah.
So very nice.
Love it, thank you so much.
Put oil on the hands?
You go.
They should make the dress shop now as well.
Yes.
An outer shop.
Bad influence. You're a bad influence. I've just ordered like, yeah, I know. Just ordered like 6 dresses, but I'll send most of them.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're sensible. I don't shop online, so I don't send anything back. Honestly, I know you're not aware of it. It's horrible.
Oh, it looks so good. So much happier, this colour. I just don't know why I do it to myself.
That looks really nice. Do you want any of the perfumes or?
Will you spritz it in it for me?
Yeah, which one do you want? Like, what do you normally
I
like?
like Fleur de Peau, that's really nice. Yeah, that's really nice. Ooh. Ooh.
That's like, that's the perfume I wear.
Is it? Well, it smells nice on you. That smells like a leather handbag. It's really leathery.
It's fine. You think?
Oh my god.
It sounds like a...
I don't let my husband wear things like that.
Oh, it is, yeah, I always wear it.
It's like,
I love that one. It's so nice.
oh my god, it honestly smells like a leather handbag to me.
Do I smell like a handbag?
No, you don't.
I reckon it probably has got leather in it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, you always, I promise you always.
I'm joking, I'm joking.
I swear. Oh god.
I was not offended.
I'm offended. Okay, what's this one? Ooh.
What one's that one? Oh, this one is that's the most popular one.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's very nice. Ooh, this one's got.
I don't even know what it smells like.
What has this got in it? Oh, it's so hard. Neroli.
I don't know what that is.
It's a flower.
Okay, fine.
I just move all my hair away from it because I like looking at it.
They're nice, they made it oils instead of alcohol, so they don't fade your colour.
Oh.
Yeah.
I tell you what, they should like have you as an ambassador. Perfect. And just give the perfect amount of spritz so that every time you just waft.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, nice little smell as well.
Nice
It's a new
little
colour.
waft. Revealed the hair, and honestly I have never been so happy to be back to a sun-kissed brunette. I said to Imi, I was like, you're actually not allowed to ever let me go blonde again. I missed it so much, and it was completely my fault. It wasn't his fault. I just think I look healthier, I look more natural, and I love that my hair just looks like it's my hair. So anyway, I'm now in Oscar de la Renta. I'm frantically trying to find a dress. I've ordered loads online. I'm hoping they arrive, but I'm going to try on some dresses. You can tell me what you think. One of them is way out of my price range, as always, but I'm going to put them on and show you. This is the one that is completely out of my price range, and I would need to have it tailored as well. It needs a good few inches taking in on the bodice, but it's so pretty, and I love that it's to the floor, but it doesn't drag on the floor. So this is something that it would just be so lovely for a wedding, and it's so light and flowy, but it's so out of my price range on this occasion. Oh, it's gorgeous, but it's just a little bit gapey. I mean, that's a good 4 inches. Yeah. And I can't believe this is the smallest size. Oscar de la Renta, we need a size down. We need a size down. But I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, this is the top that I actually wasn't sure about. I've been eyeing this up on Net-a-Porter so much, and I thought it didn't really look like it had been photographed very well on Net-a-Porter. Now they don't have the skirt, so I pinned myself into this one, but it's got scallops, it's got a beautiful neckline. This probably wouldn't be suitable for the wedding because this is a bit casual and it's black tie, but this could be suitable just for me because I like pretty things. Oh, it's gorgeous. I love it so much. And that is a big crash back to reality. No makeup on, I'm in my lovely little gardening outfit that I'm enjoying so much, and I'm back at home after a very glamorous day in London, getting my hair done and going to Oscar de la Renta. What a joy. We have the sunniest day today, so in all honesty I just want to be outside, but now that I'm feeling more like myself, because it's just such an interesting thing navigating turbulent times whilst being online. I never want to be a pity party in any way, shape or form. Like, I just don't need anyone to feel sorry for me. but I wish that I could like bring someone in to just body double me whilst I like calm down and then come back to work professionally. You know, like when you think about things, you'd be like signed off work or something. Doesn't happen. If I'm off work, I'm off work, and I can't continue like my job, which is frustrating. So I just try and muddle through and try and make it work. But I am feeling so much better. It's been such an interesting week, not just because everything that's happened with TATTLE, and I feel like I like put everything to bed with TATTLE years ago now. Like I said to myself, I'm not capable of what Donna and Neil Sands have achieved. If you don't know, basically two incredible Irish, they're a couple, business people. I met them a year or two ago at Ascot, and they have taken TATTLE to court and done the unthinkable by hiring private investigators to unmask the person behind the website. And I think that my thing is that I totally understand that people don't like me. I totally understand that people will have very, 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 very strong feelings towards me. Sometimes that's positive, sometimes that's negative. That's been my whole life before I was on the internet, and I totally respect it. My issue has always been that I'm fine with you having those opinions and thinking that way, and free speech and all of those kinds of things, and I don't want that to be misconstrued in any way, shape or form, but I just don't think that you can go around saying those things and being void of repercussions. Just like in the streets, you can't just walk up to somebody and verbally abuse someone. You can't just spread lies about someone. You would be, if they took that to the police and it went to court, you would be in a court case. On the internet, there's been this sort of grey area, and I think back to when I was at my old house, and I remember phoning the police and being like, this is what's happening, and the police were like, babes, why are you calling us? Like, we're not gonna help you. And so it's amazing that it's taken like 10 years to get to this point where obviously TATTLE's only 5 years old, but before that it was Guru Gossip, and there are many others. And my resolve was kind of like, if I work to get this website shut down, there will just be another one. But instead, what I think that Neil and Donna are going to have done is they're going to have opened up the conversation about anonymity, which I think is actually super powerful, because I don't mind what you think of me. I know some of you think that I am literally like the worst human in the world. I always question myself, because I'm like, why do you watch me? But like, if you do, I get it, it's fine. I am Marmite. Like sometimes I watch myself back and I'm like, God, Lydia, you're so intense. Like, you're so intense. I just think that you shouldn't be able to do so without repercussions, because as we know, humans can't be trusted. So the moment that you give someone an inch, they take a mile. Someone will say, oh, I don't like Lydia, she's ugly, or this, that and the other, and they get away with it, nothing happens, no one says, hey, you can't say that, that's not very nice. And so then it gets a little bit more scathing, it gets a little bit more vindictive, and before long, it's like infiltrating and affecting you, even though really, you should be allowed to exist, even if someone else's opinion of you isn't a positive one, because in some people's stories, you will be the hero, and in other people's stories you will be the villain, and whichever I am to you in your story, it shouldn't ever be that I have to be abused daily and harassed daily. So it's been a really interesting few days, and I think initially when people were asking me what I was thinking, I was kind of like, I've just put this to bed, like I just don't feel anything about it. Like I have just got comfortable with it. Every day I go to work and I know that there's this area on the internet where people are talking about me, and I get it, and it's fine, and it's like, it just is what it is. It's of all of the things that like I could have wrong in my life, you know, I could have illness, I could have death, I could have loss, I could have heartbreak. In all honesty, I'll take people slagging me off on the website over any of those things. And so it's really something that I'm like, if that's my biggest problem, I'm kind of fortunate, in all honesty. And so I tell myself that daily, and that's really helped me loads. But it doesn't change the fact that there's this weird sense within me at the moment where it's like they always say, get comfortable with the apology that you know is never coming. Like, I just knew that this was never going to happen, and so now that there's this conversation, you know, it's on This Morning, it's on Lorraine, it's on all of these it's on BBC News, like it's in all of these places where they're discussing this. It's like they're discussing my life for like the past however many years, and I'm like, I'm not there to discuss it with them, even though I know this has happened to so many people, and it's just, you know, whilst I'm very, very, very well discussed on there, and I genuinely, I always say it, but the longer your thread, the more popular you are as a creator, and I've got a good thread, and it's just weird that all of this is being discussed now. And so yeah, and I think for a lot of people this feels like a dirty secret as well. Like you would kind of keep the fact that you just would pretend like it doesn't happen, it doesn't exist, in the hope that nobody reads it and ever believes it about you. But the thing that I've always told people about that place is that you can use it to your advantage, and it's something that I've utilised as a tool rather than a hindrance over the years, is learning like who people are, because I experienced like really, like I was let down by a lot of people, and I was let down, and this isn't any shade, we don't know what we don't know, and so hindsight is a beautiful thing, and cultures change and move forward, and this isn't like a judgment. I think what I always put at the centre of what I'm talking about is like, I want you to think further than next week. I want you to think further. I want you to imagine you're looking back on your life and you're looking back at this portion of it. How do you want to have acted in that? In this culture where some people are getting trolled really badly and some people aren't, are you going to want to be the person that gave them a wide berth? Or do you want to be the person that put your arm around them in those moments and just said, it'll be fine? Or at least treated them like a human being? And I think that there was a lot of people that maybe contributed to the isolation and the difficulties that came with this culture, that didn't have to, if we just thought further in the future, if we just thought about like reasonable and rational and fairness, and versus this negativity bias that presented itself with this industry coming to fruition. And so it's just been a lot. It's been a lot, and then with the poorly chicken and then all of those kinds of things, it's like I just have felt like I needed so much to like just breathe. And it was so funny yesterday when I was in London. In the morning I had a really chatty taxi driver, and I'm like always the person that's like happy to chat in the taxi. And then when I got to London, my taxi driver again was like really, really chatty. And then I've like sat in the chair, and to be fair, I actually wasn't that chatty with Imi, and I didn't even talk to you guys when I was there. And then I met a wonderful subscriber when I was at Euston Station, and I ended up chatting to her for like 45 minutes. And like, I've just been tired. But tired, I always say, in the non, you know, hard work sense, just in the like, I am an introvert, and when a lot is going on around me, and then I'm like giving a lot, and I like to give people a lot of energy. Yeah. It's been a lot. So anyway, it'll be interesting to see what happens, and it'll be interesting to see what comes of this. I've seen a lot of creators taking on lawyers. Personally, you know, I would absolutely come and support someone's case if they needed me to, in any way, shape or form. But I don't feel like I need a case for myself, because I've found a really peaceful place with it, and I'm really happy for other people to go and fight this fight, but if I can support, I will. So anyway, it feels nice to get that off my chest, because I feel like I've been like holding it in, and as you know, I don't do well with like holding things in. So I'm at home today. Ali's getting home today from a job. It's so warm, I'm gonna go and sit in the garden very soon. But I wanted to show you something, because I've been just doing some little tidbits, and I'm gonna be tidying up and faffing and picking some roses so that Ali comes home to fresh flowers in the house and that kind of thing. But I ordered these things. I went to my grandma's the other day, and I'll insert a picture on screen, and she had the most beautiful tassels on her keys, and they were like this. And I love tassels. If you haven't noticed, I've got like tassels on the door frame, the door handles around my home. And I loved the thought. Sorry, I'm playing with my hair. It's new. Okay, can I play with my new hair? Loved the idea of the tassel and the keychain. She was like, I can't find them otherwise, because she's 90 now. She's like, I can't find them if I don't have a big keychain. But I was like, they just look so chic. So I've now been putting tassels on like the keys around the house, and I actually got some that match my dressing room really well as well. And I just think it's a lovely considered touch, whilst also I love being able to look and see that the keys are like in the door. It's almost like a reminder that you've like locked a door or something like that. So I got these brown ones because I thought they'd be sympathetic around the house, and they look really lovely. I've got a few of them left over, so I am gonna distribute them, but I thought I would mention them. I'll link them down below. And also, I did this Zara shopping haul and I haven't opened it with you yet. I also wanted to talk you through, because I think I mentioned it. I realised that I ordered some things in this that I would really like to just buy second hand, and this is something that I'm going to actively try to be better at. And it's not necessarily something, you know, I'm always open to advice, but you don't need to obviously police me. I am an adult and I will learn these things. But I want to try and, as much as possible, actually source these things second hand rather than, so a lot of this stuff I actually think I will send back now that I've done the haul, except for this one. Because this I think is actually going to be very useful. This is a laundry basket for my dressing room, because I can't keep leaving my knickers on the floor, and I think this will sit in the cubby outside my dressing room really nicely and snugly. I'll show you it down. It's sort of like a lighter wicker straw, and then it's got the linen liner in it, and I just thought this outside my door will be very, very useful, even in my cupboard or something like that. So yeah, I think sometimes there'll be necessities and things that you're like, you know, I just need to get this, but other times there's some of these things that are in there that I'm going to definitely send back and source secondhand, and just give someone's trash a little home. Okie dokie, let's see what I'm talking about. Oh. Okay, I think these are some cushions. So I bought some cushions to see what they're like. Cushions and fabrics and things like that are a bit difficult. Generally you have them made bespoke so that they match the colours beautifully in your room. I actually think these innards are probably going to go back, because maybe they need time to puff up, because they've been packaged so much, but they're a bit wet. Not wet as in actual feeling wet, they're just a little bit like I like them nice and thick, and that's a bit lackluster. Gosh, this is very difficult to get into. These are the pillowcases, and I liked these because, first of all, these greens definitely go in my dressing room, but also in the kitchen. Like, I thought these cushions on the chairs in the kitchen, and they're geraniums or pelargoniums, whichever you fancy. Loved them so much. At least I think they are. They look like it to me. The leaves look like pelargoniums. So I really thought that this was such a nice touch. Obviously, I don't buy from Zara hardly ever, but if I think something's good, I'll look into it. And they had some really lovely stuff. I thought this with like the terracotta tones would look really nice in the kitchen. Maybe I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Oh, this is a mirror. I thought this would be really, oh my gosh, it's much smaller than I thought it was going to be. I need to start looking at the measurements of things better. This I thought would be lovely for a dressing table mirror. I loved that it has this sort of like antiqued nickel, but I was hoping it would be smaller, but I'll see what it looks like on my dressing table anyway, because I think it could be lovely perched on top of my box of toiletries. And I think these are something I will send back, because I thought they looked so pretty, but I'm just thinking I'll be able to find something antique. But I also thought these planted up on like window sills, they're like a sort of antique metal planter. If you see, it's got this like aged, distressed look to it. I thought these on a windowsill with like, I don't know, you could put herbs in them and that kind of thing, but I do think that these will likely get sent back, because you'll just be able to find like zinc planters that are like secondhand, I think, personally. And then these are definitely something that I will purchase vintage, antique, secondhand. I don't even know why I ordered these. I think it was more to like try them out, because these are beautiful scalloped Zara home plates. It's giving like Burley vibes. and I wanted to try having like a set of 3, but you can find the most beautiful antique plates online, and Etsy has a plethora of them. And I bought this in like the blue and the green, because I thought I'd probably change out the green, the blue that's up there sometimes for like another shade of green. But also I thought about putting one either side, but I can honestly find a pair of these secondhand, and I love the look. You literally get the plate holders on Amazon, by the way, but like, I think that would be really lovely to have a run of plates. I just don't need them to be brand new. So this was a really like eye-opening shopping experience where I feel like I learned even more about my own shopping habits, how I view things, the impulse to purchase, but also just about myself really. I think that's everything. I actually thought I bought more than that, but it's just because I bought 2 of everything. But yes, I'm always trying to do better and learn better, and it's not just about, you know, I'm never going to buy anything new again. I'm just trying to do better with the things that I am buying, and that's the aim of the game. So I'll link everything down below anyway, but yeah, just a few little home haul-y things that I would show you, because I'm always faffing at home, but I definitely am going to go onto Etsy. I found some beautiful plates on there already, and I'm just going to order them secondhand for sure. I thought I would show you quickly the tassels on the door keys, because I just think they look lovely. They look really, really effective, and they just add a bit of character to the door. Ignore that daddy long legs, didn't see that there. But yeah, really, really love those.